What's up, people? We are back with more of High School Romance Magi Trials. We've gotten 4 out of 8 endings so far, all of which are pretty much just bad endings, right? Considering, I think, like, we want to succeed at this academy, right? We want to pass our trial. So, the trial of initiate. So, you know, I think we should try and go for a good ending this time, which probably involves romancing some sort of characters. Probably Charlie. Charlie's definitely the one that comes to mind. So yeah, that is the one that I'm going to be going for. I'm not sure how long it is going to take. It might not finish or wrap up in one video, considering that I've sort of started it halfway throughout the game. This is where we hear Mage Warren as well as Mage Master Orman sort of discussing with each other, like, oh yeah, they're actually, when in reality they're talking about finding out about what Magi Shiro was up to, but we misinterpret it as shit, they know about our secret of secretly being a girl. So yeah, then we had the option of either talking to Magi Shiro about it or Charlie. And considering Charlie is our goal right now, we're going to be winning over that foxy lady. That is who we're going to be talking to, so let's do this. I wait until they're out of sight and earshot, then book it toward my room. Charlie! What the hell are you doing? I thought you were Shira! She goes to cover herself. Oh, she was naked. She was waiting for Magi Shiro to, like, take my magic away, even though she doesn't know that yet. Look, it's not like I haven't seen it before. Not to say it's not impressive. I just... that's not the point. I have to talk to you. It's important. It's really important. Please. Okay. Get in here before you yell this super important information to the whole school. She steps back, looking bewildered at how I keep going on. Really, I can't say that I blame her. I didn't think this through. How am I even supposed to approach this subject? I can't tell her the truth, that's right. The biggest part is that if we're going to be telling Charlie about this, is that we're kinda have to tell her the secret, right? That we are actually Sean and not Sophie. Listen, I may have done something bad. Oh boy, what's on fire this time? Or did you punch someone in the face? Just to shake things up a little. Am I that much of a troublemaker? I guess I am. Charlie just expects me to have done that. Neither of those. It involves getting into the academy. I might have done something slightly illegal. Her face pales. What? Look, does it matter what it is? Considering I don't know if you jaywalked in front of the school or if you murdered somebody, yeah, I'd say it matters. I didn't murder anyone. The point is, I think the Master Mage and Mage Warren know, and I'm pretty sure Warren wants me expelled. Please help me. Help you? Help you? What do you possibly think I can do for you, Sophie? Do you want me to spin a little time travel magic and go back to tell you not to be an idiot? Is there such a thing? You never know. You never know. No, there isn't. Just back up and tell me what you did. Well, I don't have to tell her the spell went wrong. I can just tell her all the other ways I ruined my life. I broke into one of the sorcerer archives. I'm sorry. Did you just say you committed a class 3 magical offense? There are classes? She punches me in the arm. Sophie, you idiot! What? Why are you even here? Get out of the city! I'm not leaving. The only reason I did it was so I could come here. By busting into an archive and proving how much of a criminal you are? Brilliant plan! I just wanted more power. Oh, yeah, said every totally well-meaning person ever. Listen, you need to leave. I'm not leaving the school. Not the school. I don't care about the school. I don't care where you go, but you need to leave this room. I don't. I'm not getting caught up in this. I won't. Uh-oh. The words cut deeper than I expected them. My mouth falling open. She is totally not on our side. When I first pieced together what they were talking about, Charlie was the first one to come to my mind. I don't know why, but I thought she would help me. Or that she would at least care. I would have done the same for her. Aren't we friends? We fight, but her expression flickers. We're not friends. We're classmates. And you need to leave. She's backed up toward the corner, as if I'm a wild animal. Wow, she's scared of me? Charlie, why are you acting this way? I don't understand. I really need your help. Unbidden, I feel my face heating up in desperation, and the sudden swell of emotion makes me want to get angry. I didn't do anything wrong. I wither a little beneath her glance. Okay, I didn't do anything violent, but why the hell are you treating me like this? Your problems are not my problems. I sure as hell hope not, because whatever your problems are, they make you a terrible person. Wow! Did we seriously say that? We call her a terrible person for not wanting to help us even though we broke the law? Wow. Wow. That, I don't know, we're trying to guilt her into helping us or something? Or we're like flipping the table, you know? We're flipping the roles? Like, we're supposed to be the bad person in the scenario, right? Because we're the ones that broke the law. We did something illegal. Yet we are the ones taking the moral high ground here and saying to Charlie that she's a terrible person for not wanting to help us? Whoa, I did not see that coming, nor did I think that Sophie had the balls to do such a thing when she's clearly the one in the wrong. Emotion flickers across her face, a brief shattering of hurt before she draws herself up again. You don't know anything about it! Then explain it! I'll leave your room if you just explain it. I mean, I can understand Sophie's frustration because, indeed, I do feel that Charlie's a little bit overreacting. Like, yeah, we did break the law, sure, but you know, we're coming to her. We're like coming to her in a moment of that we need her, a moment of desperation, and she doesn't even just treat us like a criminal. She's treating us far worse than that, like we just joined ISIS or something. She half turns around and then turns back, as if ready to get in my face. But she pulls herself back with whatever restraint she has left. You're so... She sighs, with an expression so reluctant, I might as well be making her cut off her own hand. Whatever. Fine. Tomorrow. Tomorrow? We're going out. It's a weekend anyway. Come here early. But why can't you just... She gives me such a reproachful look that I back up, my fist clenching and unclenching nervously. Fine. Tomorrow. Still wounded, I leave her room and close the door behind me. I didn't think about how loud we were being, but the hallway is deserted and quiet, so we're also going out with Charlie in this particular choice. Because in the other choice, if we decide to tell Magi Shira, she sort of takes us shopping, right? So is Charlie going to do something similar with us? Which is kind of weird, considering she was just scared and like terrified or angry at us for whatever reason. And she's like, okay, she just randomly says like, fine, tomorrow. Like I'm supposed to know exactly what that means. I can't believe she just turned me away. I wanted her help. I actually trusted her. So it wasn't the most harmonious relationship, sure. But I thought we had an understanding. Yeah, I thought like, sure, you know. It doesn't seem like we get along the greatest with each other, but I thought most of like the sort of quote-unquote fighting between us is very playful, I feel. It's not like we hate each other, we dislike each other or something like that. It's just, you know, we're just kind of playful towards each other in what can be interpreted as somewhat mean way, but we don't mean it in a mean-spirited manner, you know? That's how I feel like our relationship at the moment kind of is. And I still don't know what to do about Major Warren. My stomach agrees with Charlie's plan, I think. It wants to get the hell out of here. I spent about an hour of the night dry heaving over the toilet and bouncing between a number of possible mental illnesses. Magi sure doesn't even come by like she normally does, really? That's weird. I wonder what Charlie means by tomorrow. If I'll even be in the school long enough for tomorrow to matter. As if Mage Ward and Master Orman is just gonna bust into a room like, "You're coming with us, girl. Book 'em, Lou." It takes me hours to fall asleep. Ooh, all dressed up fancily, Charlie. Wake up! We have to go early. Expulsion is the first word that pops into my head, jolting my head off the pillow. What happened? Nothing. What are you talking about? Are we going or not? It takes me a minute to remember everything that happened last night, piecing it together. Oh, right. Awkwardly, I shuffle out of bed under Charlie's scrutiny. She stands there stiff, discomfort etched into every limb. It's like she's being held up by strings. Snap them, and all that tension falls apart into a mess. How is she the one stressing out about this? I'm the one whose neck is on the chopping block. I get ready as quickly as I can, Charlie never leaving my room despite her demand that I leave her alone yesterday. Where are we going? Just follow me and don't ask questions. Keep your eyes down. For the first time in a week, we leave the school. Dang, we're actually going out? I don't know anything about this place. I barely had enough sense to get around the first few days I was here, wandering aimlessly with only the silhouette of the school as my reference point. But Charlie moves with familiarity, skipping larger streets and choosing smaller alleys that avoid the crowds. People cling to the shadows, sitting around on the street or piling up dirty clothes on the top of the trash cans. It doesn't seem to bother her though. We went to the bad neighborhood, didn't we? Alright, listen. There's some basic rules you have to follow. First, mind your own business. Don't get involved. With what? Second, don't make any business. And third, if you see a guy in a red scarf with crossed eyes, always look in the left eye. What? Okay, left eye? Always the left. Got it? My left or his? She heaves a sigh. You're not gonna make it a day out here. Oh god, I'm not gonna make any eye contact with anybody that has a red scarf, okay? I'll just run away screaming. Where even is here? What is this place? This is where I grew up. Oh god, she grew up in the ghetto. The slums. What? I glance around at the house, but she shakes her head. Not there. Here. She gestures around us, all around us, until the meaning finally sinks in. You were homeless? She was? Oh wow. She hesitates and shrugs. Not really homeless, I guess. I just had a lot of homes. Different ones with different people in them. I'd stay with one over the summer, spend a week with someone else, spend time on the street. If somebody moved or lost their job, then picked up somewhere else. She strolls down the street, glancing from house to house. It sucks sometimes, but I had people. Until I didn't. What happened? They got old. They died. They moved. They vanished. The things that just happen to people when you live in a place like this. That sort of thing always happened. And someone always stepped in for me. But eventually, I wasn't a kid anymore. I was someone who was expected to watch out for herself. I I think I had a really great childhood, you know? It was quite an adventure, at least. A bunch of moms, a bunch of dads. More siblings than I probably even remember. It's not really a sob story, but I'm not a kid anymore. And there is nobody out here who's going to look out for me now. So I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't turn into one. So you joined the academy. Where else was I going to go? It was either that or be one of the women in the makeup. Who? It's what I used to call the prostitutes when I was younger. I thought they looked nice. Yeah, of course, they gotta look nice to bring in the customers. Fancy, you know? Oh god. So Charlie's choice was between becoming a prostitute or joining the academy. I'm not so sure if she made the right decision. No, I'm just kidding. It was a good choice to join the academy. But you know, at least we can tell Charlie has a plan. She even has a backup plan. Like, yeah, I'll become a prostitute if this academy doesn't work out. But you don't wear makeup around here unless you want to vanish or get taken advantage of. And eventually, I know better than that. Than to want to be one of them. Why are you telling me all this? Because I want you to understand why I can't get involved in whatever it is you've done. Because, believe it or not, I actually do give some slight shit about what you think of me. And I need you to know I have a reason. I can't come back here. I don't have anywhere to come back to. It's this or nothing. It's the only reason Shira took me in. I'm sure of it. And if I mess this up... Oh wow, yeah, this is really her one opportunity, you know? In the words of Eminem, she's only got one shot, one opportunity, and she's gotta take this. She's gotta do this. This is do or die for her. Her voice has started shaking, thoughts trailing off into some emotion. You can hate me if you want. I wouldn't blame you. But this is why. Out here you learn not to make other people's problems your problems, because you've got enough of your own. I get it. I never meant to put you in this position. And if they find out that Magi Shira is lying to protect me, to think I should have been happy when I thought I was just messing up my life. Charlie sighs. I'm sorry, Sophie. No, it's nothing you have to apologize for. I'm the one who messed up. I don't know what to do from here. We stand in the street together, listening to the drone of conversation, dogs barking in the distance. When I first got here, I was so overwhelmed by the city, all the sights and sounds. Now it feels like it's a million miles away, and the only place that exists is this tiny street. I really have been selfish. I thought it was a good thing. Ambitious, you know? But all it's done is ruin everything. I have to make things right somehow. I won't involve you, maybe we can help each other. What can we do for her though? Like, the best thing would be to not involve her, right? But that is, at the same time, we're distancing ourselves from her, you know? Which is kind of what I feel like we shouldn't do if we want to get the good Charlie ending. So, I feel like we kind of have to go with maybe we can help each other. Although this seems kind of a risky option. Because I don't quite know, like, what do we have to offer her, you know? How can we help her? But I think this is still the right option. So let's go with this. Have you not been listening to a word I've been saying? See, I knew she was gonna react like this. I can't help you. I'm not getting myself expelled by whatever idiotic plan you're going to come up with. That's not what I'm talking about. Trust me, I don't want to get you in trouble either. I do care about what happens to you, you know? She blinks at me in surprise. And I want to help you get in the academy too. So let's train together. And I mean really, really train. Night and day. Why? So that I can get close to you? And then you can go and die in some stupid trial? Oh god, yeah, because we told her that, you know, we want to become a sorcerer, and Charlie doesn't really like that. She doesn't have the same ambition as us, especially considering, becoming a sorcerer, there's a pretty high chance that you'll die during the sorcerer trial or the test for it. She frowns at the ground, her face crumpling into a sadness I never expected to see there. The wind teases her hair, and she tries to hide behind it, to keep me from seeing it, but it's too late for that. Why do you think I tried so hard just to be your rival when you first got here? I've already lost enough people. Good people. I don't want to go through it again. Wow, that's okay, so that's apparently the reason why sometimes she acts a little bit bitchy, It's like she just wants to prevent herself from getting close to us because she doesn't want to go through the same process of losing someone that she's gone through multiple times before. That's the reason. Whoa! I don't even remember moving. I don't remember pulling her against me. It was an impulse, a feeling, and like most of my instincts, I don't get a say in whether I do it or not. It's just like, nope, Charlie, you are stuck with me now. Come here, girl hug. It just happens. And for a long second, I expect to be blasted across the city street and left to die. But she hesitates, tenses in my arms, and then slumps into the grip. Oh, she's accepting my hug. I'm briefly stunned. Oh, she's blushing and looking happy too. Oh, Charlie. I've barely known her for more than a week, but I don't think this would be okay for my actual gender. The touch is nice though. Simple and comforting. Why are you making it more and more difficult to dislike you? If you're going to die, I'd rather be spared the heartache of having been your friend. You're not doing a very good job of it. I can't help it. She sulks against my shoulder, sounding more like a petulant child now. Then I guess you better really help me train. You're awful. She punches me weakly in the arm, but it's with a tentative smile. She wipes at her face. There's an attempt to be discreet, and I let her pretend that it was. I kind of got a little emotional there, didn't I? Just an embarrassing bit. Yuck. Now I'm going to hate myself for the next 6 months. That's okay, Charlie. I will love you during those 6 months, okay? Hey, there's no reason for that. I mean, unless you did it for nothing, and you're not going to accept my help. She rolls her eyes at me. Have you ever thought of being a door-to-door saleswoman? I think you'd be really good at it. And I think you'd be a good lawyer, the way you keep deflecting. Hey, at least we got backup career opportunities now, right? Alright. I'm in. But do you really think that this will work? It has to. Because I know I'm not letting you flunk out of here. So that's how we're going to help each other. Just, train as much as possible, become as strong as possible to make sure that both of us, or at least Charlie, passes the trial of initiates. I don't know what they're going to do to me, but maybe I can prove my worth. But I can't return a favor. I can't make sure you don't get expelled. Nah, that doesn't matter. I'll handle that problem myself. Guess it turns out I'm still not very good at making it on my own, am I? And really, you should completely hate me for everything I've done. I guess I'd still like to train with you and hang around, so I'm glad you don't. But you have your reasons. You can't risk helping me and getting expelled too, or worse. That's totally understandable. I still don't feel too great about some of that stuff I said. I have a thick skin. A country girl with a thick skin? I'll believe it when I see it. You can test it out if you want, Charlie. She prods me in the arm gently. But I wouldn't mind being proven wrong about you. I really want you to surprise me. Not just surprise her, she wants me to survive. A part of me stays uncertain. I don't want Charlie to have to pay for my mistakes. But after the night I had, pacing in my room and breaking out into cold sweats, suffering through the whole thing alone. I'd like someone to be by my side in any way possible. If you're sure you want to risk it. I'm not, but hey, people have helped me and taken care of me my whole life. What kind of person am I if I don't pay that forward? She gives me a grin and takes my hand, her own touch a little rough and worn. Let's go look around. I want to show you some of the old rooftops I used to play around on.